Hello, 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 and welcome to the Journey with Janey podcast. I'm your host, Jane Anderson, and I am here today to talk all about the clues were always there. So, welcome, catch yourself on, grab a cuppa, put your feet up. Shouldn't be any more than 15 or 20 minutes today. So, I've been reflecting on life lately, not really in a nostalgic way, not in a let's look at the memories way, um, but in a noticing way. I'll be honest, I've been clearing out the dining room, as you know, and instead of just moving things to say, I'll check that out later, it's a slow process, and I have been sorting through, clearing out, making space for that new to come in. So I am still in my wintering mode, as they say, even though I have spotted the first signs of spring springing with the leaves and the snowdrops starting to form outside in the garden. And hopefully we'll be able to get back outside so you can see the beautiful hills of Northumberland where I live here in the UK. So looking back and seeing the threads of life that didn't actually make sense at the time, but make perfect sense now. And I think part of the reason why I've been doing this is the book collaboration that I'm involved with. We have to look at pillars in our lives, break it into pillars. And I did that on a like 10 year chunk. So I was actually the whole reason I'm bringing this up today is for 30 plus years I worked in the water industry as a scientist in the laboratory testing the water samples, and in later times as part of the leisure team in systems, in structure, in quality and safety. And for a long time, I thought that part of my life had absolutely nothing to do with the work that I do now, like zero part. Until I started looking again, like I said, when we started thinking about what we're going to write in this book collaboration. More to come on that at a later date. One of the most important qualifications that I gained while I was working within the water industry wasn't actually a science subject at all. It was in quality management. At the time, I thought that was a practical choice, mainly because I didn't want to study science at a higher level, which is fine. A sensible step. And almost, I want to say the easy option, but it was a calling to do something different as I moved into the office space and became more involved with the structures within the office space. So, quality management's about systems that support people, processes that create consistency, noticing where things break down, and building those frameworks that flow. It's care, integrity, and sustainability. And what I was thinking the other day was it's basically asking what allows this to work long term. If those systems aren't in place, how does the whole thing work? And then all of a sudden, I got this light bulb moment. I could see it. I've been doing that my whole life, just with different materials. So for me, it was the realization that I used to work with water systems, And now I work with human systems, with energy, with grief, with identity, with change, even. The work looks different, but the intention is the same, to create conditions where things can flow cleanly, safely, and truthfully. And I do love a good sign, so maybe that qualification was a sign, a quiet one, a whisper, not shout. We often think that signs arrive as lightning bolts, like this big kind of woohoo, here I am. But more often than not, they arrive as patterns or repeated words, recurring themes, skills we keep returning to. And that is a biggie. I've just started a painting class and I am absolutely loving it. I used to love art at school. And yeah, skills we keep returning to. What is the skill that you need to return to? Think about the things that we just dismiss as just work or just something I'm good at. And I think for me, because of the journey that I've been on, the curveballs I was thrown to get into this reality that I'm now in, my journey of rediscovery, and I'm rediscovering every day. It's a lifelong journey of self-development. And rediscovery is often this moment, the realizing you were already becoming who you are long before you had any language for it. So as I look back on my life, nothing was wasted, nothing was random. I see it all as training. If that makes sense, that might sound a bit weird to people, but it was all training, making me who I am today. And because we don't actually stop and look into where we've been and where we're going, we don't realize these things. And I'm grateful to the work I've done alongside the 16 other wonderful ladies in my book collaboration, which has had us delving into these life pillars of my life thus far. So if you're in a season of change right now and you're questioning your past, your choices, your direction, that's totally fine. Look back gently with no judgment, no regret, but to notice, like I did, notice these full circle moments that are coming back to you. That's what I've found. I've had a lot of full circle moments where the circles are nearing completion or are complete. And ask yourself these questions. What have you always been drawn to? What problems have you always tried to solve? And what have people always come to you for? Those are clues, and they're still guiding you now. We aren't starting again, we're integrating. And that's a very different kind of beginning. And this is where I see I'm at. You all know I've been in a kind of zone of letting go and just being for the past few months, if I'm honest. And I have been in that wintering state, not knowing where I'm going and reassessing who I really am. And I think the realization that life sends us all the curveballs, all the lessons. The curveballs might be recent, and that's the reason why we're doing this journey of rediscovery. But life has taught us so much, and that's the reason we're here. So thank you for listening today. It's been great. It's a short and sweet um, for you all. There's some journal prompts, and at the end, in all the printouts, like in the podcast description, I'll just read them quickly because there's three. What threads keep appearing in my life when I look back? What skills or interests have I dismissed that might actually be clues? If nothing was wasted, what does my past tell me now? Thank you for listening. I'm Janey. This is the Journey with Janey podcast. Take care and see you next week. Thank you for joining me on the Journey with Janey podcast. It's always a pleasure to be with you on a Wednesday or whenever you are downloading and listening to the Journey with Janey podcast. All I ask is that you subscribe so you never miss an episode. And also remember, there are ways of contacting me through my website on www.journeywithjaney.com. There's a contact button to book a call, which is a free 15-minute call. And all the details of the ways to work with me are on my website. I'm always available for a chat, a DM, or just a message via LinkedIn or Instagram. We all have the social handles now. Just drop me a message and let's talk. And remember, we don't have to do this alone, which is exactly why I am here to help guide you on this journey. I am the me that I needed 3 years ago, and I hope and feel that I can help you on your journey of moving forward by taking small, simple steps. So from me to you, take care.